I believe that we have reached a moment when the churches have a historic opportunity to do something in the world that could be very significant. And I suspect that the people in this room around these tables, I suspect that you have the capacity both to understand that and perhaps to respond to it. And that's why I'm glad to be here with you today, because I think, in some sense, a moment has come for us. I was thinking about my childhood and how I was saved at the age of 6, when a very fiery revival preacher came to my little Plymouth Brethren assembly, and all the kids were made to sit in the front row. I preach a lot like many of you, and you know, the front row fills up the last in every church or auditorium, because I think people think the closer you are to the message, the more it might change your life. So we had to sit in the front row because our parents made us, and so I was sitting there, and this guy was everything he'd been advertised. He was fiery, he was scary, and he was powerful. And I see my friend Gene down here. So Gene, you can be me. And he's up here preaching, and he looks and points, feels like right at me. And he says, if Jesus came back tonight, your mommy and daddy would be taken to heaven, and you would be left all by yourself. That sobered me up. And I realized at 6, I would have had a 5-year-old sister to support. And so I repented of the sin and degradation of my first 6 years, which was substantial. I asked my mother how to fix this thing and get myself straight, and to her everlasting, eternal credit, my mom didn't tell me about the wrath of God for a little boy, but how God loved me and wanted me to be God's child. I thought that was pretty good. And I signed up, and I started down that road, that first conversion.